Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the LSU Tigers, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. LSU will put a foot to it for the opening kickoff. And he takes this from inside the 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. So Texas's offense will take the first swing of the game. And are we ever lucky to see these two great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent, and both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these two quarterbacks. David, this one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are two huge names, you know, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
From the gun, give on the inside.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Gives it on the option. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's reeled in. It's McCutcheon. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Catch in the middle. It's Bond. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down. And the Longhorns started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. So now it's second and long. Gets the back moving. Wants to go up top. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, on the opening drive of the game, establishing a rhythm and a cadence offensively is really, really important. They've done some good things on this first drive to put them in this situation. Obviously, you just threw an incompletion on second down. Likely going to throw it again here right now. Quarterback has just got to settle in. Timing is important. Get rid of the ball on time. Trust your read and execute this passing play if you're throwing.
Sticks it in his belly. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
And that is exactly what you love to see as a head coach, watching your offense take the field, first drive of the game, and you're methodical, and you take what the defense gives you. You make good decisions. You don't have negative plays. You don't have missed assignments. That shows your head coach that you are locked in and ready to go.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So LSU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not great. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays, and so how do you bounce back? How do you get started in this football game? Jesse, make it easy. Get them in a rhythm. Don't make it very complicated. Don't give them a chance to turn it over again. You don't need to put this losing streak to another digit in the column.
Yeah, I agree. I think there was two big things. I think, one, he was just pressing. He was trying to force the big play to happen when there were other completions to be had. So he's just got to do a better job being patient. And I think the guys around him also have to step up as well. They need to run the football. They need to get that controlled passing game going on early to get into a rhythm, as you said, to help this guy get into a good headspace here early and turn the page from what happened the last time.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And he is knocked down immediately after the catch. That punt coverage team had its hair on fire. First play of the drive comes from the 41. Looking for a man. It's Owens. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to fire. Caught behind the line. It's Simon. It's a fumble. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
You've got to have better ball security on offense. The football possession, that is priceless. Losing possession, turning the ball over, that kills you in games, that loses games, and that is a bad, bad play at a bad time.
Coach wants the officials to have another look at the monitor. Using a timeout here, thinks the call is going to end up going his way. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. And the Longhorns come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They'll need to show urgency to get another play off before the clock hits zero. Wants to throw on first down. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played one quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. They'll run play action. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. How about that Bayou Bengal defensive front showing some dominance? Booger McFarland, Marcus Spears-like in their pressure.
And that deep.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. Grabs it inside the 15. Ripping off a huge chunk of yardage, and he's got it just outside the 10 at the 11. The Longhorns are on the move. Running back searching for a hole. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
No love lost between teams anytime they square off inside the Big Ten. Here's one that's just gone final. Penn State was able to squeak one out in front of those home fans at Beaver Stadium. In fact, I think in the end, the difference may have been that Happy Valley crowd who leaves happy with the win. Really unexpected outcome in this intriguing Big Ten matchup, and the type of loss, guys, that'll get the...
Speeding down the left side. He's at the 30. Past the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Dropping back, it's Owens. The throw to the outside is complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. Wonder if they'll be conservative on 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Under fire. Right on the money. Turns it on in midfield. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. From the gun to give, looking for room. Got the 1st down and more. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. The Longhorns with the 1st and 10. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the right.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the 1st down.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Back to pass. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush through.
Touchdown, Longhorns! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Works his way out to the 33-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. They'll try to get it through the air. Fires to the wideout. Got his man downfield. He's got 1st down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking downfield on 1st down. Makes the grab. It's Lindsey. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Now the play fake. And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd long. He has to throw for it. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A low line drive and short kick. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Back to pass, it's Owens. Zings it complete to the right. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Oh, he makes the catch. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Longhorns have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. Looking downfield very late in the half. Snagged in the middle. It's McCutcheon. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Shoots it to the left. He's got it. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. They'll immediately call timeout. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Picked off. That's number 15 on the year. Oh, it's a fumble. A fortuitous turn of events to keep possession of that one. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover. Final seconds of the first half. Let's see if they can pull off a little magic. And they knock him down. There was nowhere to go. Defense is swarming. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. Looks like we've got a superb matchup in Austin today. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Down 2 possessions to start this third quarter. They'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. The Tigers in the hurry-up. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Just a wall of defenders everywhere he looks, and he's guided out of bounds after a short return. And here come the Horns. They've got it again on offense. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
Wants to throw. It's Owens. He's going to throw deep right side. He's got it inside the 15. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They got the explosive play now to finish the deal. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires into the end zone. Pass is broken up, incomplete as they were trying to strike for 6. This drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Navy is in front. They've controlled the line of scrimmage to this point. But you take a look at the scoreboard and you see we have ourselves a tight game. They're up by 8 over East Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Lindsey. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
Well, the defense didn't have a lot of time to celebrate that last big play because here's the offense right away back at the line of scrimmage, ready to roll again with tempo.
There's a lot of QBs that when they get hit, and when they get hurried, and when they get pressured, they become very average. Really nice job by the defense, pressuring the quarterback.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the 1st down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. He's knocked down just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. It brings up 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to play.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
To the air, it's Owens. Caught on the outside, it's Winston. He'll be run out of bounds, but there is a flag on the play. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. They'll send the back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got it in stride inside the 20. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got it in the middle. It's Cooper. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Give out of the gun. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. He's got it again. Really tough run there. He got 4. That'll leave him a yard short on 4th down.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you could tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. They'll try to start this final period by putting a 3 spot on the board. Kick is good. The offense has 3 points to show for the drive. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, fourth quarter was sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
Nothing wrong with a touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
And that's kind of what we've seen from this offense all game long, man. It's been hard. It's been a struggle, and receiver and quarterback just not on the same page. Somebody out wide needs to step up, needs to make some plays for their QB because they're in a huge hole, and they need some explosive passing plays.
If I had told you that one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football is going to have less than 200 yards passing in this game, you might not have had that on your bingo card, but that's what's in fact happened. This defense has done an outstanding job getting pressure on him like they did right there, getting the sack.
The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball the best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
This guy's been running hard all game long. In the fourth quarter now with that last run, he's now at 99 yards rushing. One more carry away from potentially reaching that 100.
Breaks into the open. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Longhorns are in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Owens. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Motion from the wideout. Trying play action. He's got it on the move. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Intercepted, and that total goes to 16. The 50. The 30. The 10. Touchdown Tigers. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And this defense has had a rough day, but how about this play? Breaking on the football, making the pick, taking it to the house, maybe build some momentum for some future games.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down 31-14. They're down big, but they'll keep fighting to the bitter end and line up for the onside kick here. The 40. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The clock is my friend. If I can do this late in the ball game with a lead and I can continue to run the football and they have no answers, well, then I'm going to walk away with a win. So, listen, I wouldn't change a thing. I'd keep pounding the...
There he goes. Headed to the end zone. And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown. The Longhorns trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. He's going to run it. And he gets the 1st down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. LSU quick to the line.
Bad news for the defense. They gave up a 1st down on a scramble. Good news, though, they got a lick on that quarterback. That is a dream shot for anybody on defense. So, yeah, you might have made a good play individually. Good job, bud. Attaboy. You might get a helmet sticker for that, but you're also going to be in the ice bath after the game. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job understanding that. I got to take that guy away. That's priority number 1. Understand it late in the game now, up by multiple scores. I'm playing my defense a little bit different. Can't give up the big plays. Time is on my side.
The Tigers have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Wants to go up top. Got him downfield. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the 1st down. Just keep slinging it. Here's a heat. Finds his man. It's Rice. What tremendous vision to find the crease and explode through it. He's down to the 31. And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. On target. And he's brought down after a nice game. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the 1st down? They're looking to pass from the red zone. Rushes on him. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. To the air on 2nd down. He's got his man in the back of the end zone, but he was a little too far out of the back. It's incomplete. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. He'll take a shot. To the end zone, and it's picked off. Takes it the other way.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's 4th down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll run it from the gun. Turning it on. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Oh, it's a nice grab, but he would have been much better off just to let that thing go out of bounds. The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'll tell you what, it's really nice at this point in the game if you can lean on your run game. When you have the lead, you've got the football late in the game, you can chew that clock and start to really make that defense have a little bit of panic.
We sensed a great deal of confidence, almost a smugness from this coaching staff. And these guys on the field, it's as if they knew they were going to win.
Yeah, playing with a bit of a chip on their shoulder, and I think they really felt like they had a real good game plan offensively and defensively coming into this one, David. There were some matchups on